welcome to Ctrl Alt Refuel, the first one of 2026. We're getting the band back together. I've been away. I don't know if I mentioned it. Gareth might have.
It's no cheese.
Yeah, no cheese. And I've got strawberry jammy Dodgers. They're nicer than they look, if I'm honest, because they look pretty awful. This weird pale pink colour. I don't know how that's coming across on camera. They look a bit strange. And obviously I've got beer. We like to drink beer because Chris is out in the car and can't drink it.
Yeah, and tonight is the only night. Tonight and Saturday night is the only night where I can have time with my partner and I'm not working the day after, so I could have alcohol.
And you're
but no.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm in Hayward Industrial Estate watching trucks go by again.
Which you two middle-aged men take the piss out of you by drinking alcohol.
Yeah, no. I got Diet Coke though.
Oh wow. Easy, Tiger.
And a bag of whiz.
Did anybody see some Did anybody see pictures of this new Honda that is being built in the US called the O Series?
The Dust Buster.
Yeah, it's a weird looking thing. Let me see if I can get a picture and
Dust Buster.
Hang on. There we go. Got you. That's
Right,
all right.
so-
That. Quite like that.
yeah. So the one on the right is the SUV, and the other one is, I think it's called the Saloon or something.
I mean, it's not going to look anything like that when it hits the roads, but it's all right. Quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Bear in mind they are American market, so they are going to look a bit weird, but yeah.
It's ridiculous. Just look at
The Americans won't like that.
The software that runs it that's in the car, they've called Asimo OS, which is presumably after their strange robot thing that fell downstairs occasionally.
Well, if that's being built in America, it won't ever get built then, because the American government will just go into the factory, arrest everybody, and shoot people, then leave and say they're not actually American. So it won't ever get finished.
Yeah, but they think Toyota is American now, don't they? So
Well,
short memory,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Who knows what's going on over there? Maybe we should keep out of that subject. But yeah, it looks like an old Black and Decker Dustbuster to me. Remember from the 80s? Yeah.
It's apparently coming to American roads in 2026, and they say it's going to challenge things like the Model Y, the Ioniq 5, and the Skoda Enyaq.
Is it electric?
Yes, yeah, it's an electric vehicle. Yeah,
But I don't understand the car company's mentality on America, because they're not up for it. Their infrastructure isn't as good as Europe, and they've all got different plug sockets for different cars. There's nothing universal about it.
They sort of caught up.
Yeah.
They all going to
those
standard.
Yeah, these Hondas are going to be knacks. That much we do know. I've got some more pictures here. Got some more pictures if you want. Hang on.
No, that's nice. I like that.
That's all right, isn't it?
But the Americans will not like that.
Do you not?
Yes.
Oh, I'll hold you. Wait, just hold on a second. There's some more pictures of the back.
Is it going to be like the Hyundai Santa Fe? What breaks my heart, where I absolutely love it from every single angle.
Yeah.
And then you see the back. Oh God! What is that?
Yeah. When you see it from the side or from the front, you think, "Oh, that's not too bad," and then you see this, you think, "Oh my life!"
So it looks like. It looks like a cake what's been cut in half.
I mean, this is an interesting view of the back of it open. I don't think that picture does it justice, because it's clearly a utilitarian vehicle, and there's lots of Honda always package the interior of their cars really well.
It's not this man. You can say it's shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've owned a lot of Hondas, and they've all been really good, and the interior has always been really well packaged. I think that this particular picture being sort of straight on isn't doing it justice. I think if it was off to the side, we might get a little better. a little better view of the interior. I think it's very clever.
It won't get sold. It'll be one of the two.
Do you think?
If it gets made, it will not sell. But I just think it won't get made. They haven't got a clue what they're doing. The specs
I like the
interior.
interior. I don't like that stupid steering wheel. What we've done from
Knight Rider, isn't it? Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, that's a single continuous screen across the dash as well.
Nice. That screen's nice.
I mean, Honda do their modern vehicles quite well.
I'm zooming in.
Go on then.
That's actually. Oh, it's got digital wing mirrors. You can tell.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
I like the pink and purpley black theme. That's nice.
I do too. I think it's an impressive car. I think nice, that you'd get used to the weird back of it.
Yeah, because you don't have to look. That's just awful. That is awful.
It looks top. It's just like massively top heavy as well. It's like a roller skate doing this, or a dog. My dog when it wipes its ass on the rug in the front room. They call it twerking.
There's a sedan version as well, which I don't have pictures of. But yeah, I thought I would show you.
He sneaks in a Nissan photo.
Yes.
What did I do?
Nissan pictures for us to say.
It's on the background. It's on the background of the monitor. It's on the background of the monitor. Just calm down.
In the back of a file called Wank Bank.
So the software is called Asimo, 800 volt system, full width screen. It's 4.8 meters long, so it's more or less Model Y sized. Yeah, I thought I'd show you that because I thought it might amuse you if nothing else. The chances are Honda typically build almost all of their prototypes. And so there's two versions of that. The other one I didn't show you, but I reckon that will be built, and I reckon it'll be popular as well.
Two things. One, with it being 800 volt architecture, we all know I'm a fan of that. And two, how small was that cup you just drank from, Samantha? Was that like the smallest cup in the world?
Yeah, it's not a normal cup, is it? Yeah.
Oh, I've got a cup I meant to show you. Hang on.
These are the cups I'm allowed to use out here.
What, in your garage? You can only take the crap ones out, the tiny ones.
Yeah, I have got some out here, but then I've got to make it myself. We're over
here.
Right, so
Paul, shut up a minute. You got to hear from Chris.
I was going to say about my trip to Edinburgh last week.
Oh,
so
did you see any nice cars?
No, I weren't car hunting. It was my youngest son's birthday, and we're members of Chester Zoo. When you're a member of Chester Zoo, you get access to other zoos for one time a year. So
Chester Zoo is a really good zoo.
Yeah. So we went there, and I charged. I did use Ionity, and both times it was like I did a 15-hour shift at work, and then got home, and then jumped in the car, and then went straight to Edinburgh. But I was up for, was it 22 hours by that point? By the time I got to the village hotel, I was just 22 hours. Kids were happy with watching their iPads, but asleep by the time we got there, and I was knackered. What we charged, total charging time for there and back with my 800 volt architecture, total charging time for the round trip was 28 minutes for everything.
It's very impressive, isn't it?
I love the 800 volt architecture. So back to the Honda, the fact that that's going to be 800 for me, that's super duper amazing.
And there's that big American manufacturer who we can't mention, who continue to say no, we don't need a 800 volt architecture. And clearly, with bigger batteries, you do.
But I kind of agree with them on that because
in what way?
Well, things like, I'm going to donate £5.
This could be the first one.
Tesla.
Here we go.
Ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Well Tesla. Done. First one of 2026. Well done, lads.
They've done very well at doing range. So I think the Model 3 is like 300 and something miles or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't need to charge in like 10 seconds flat when you've done 300 miles. You want a bit of a break, you know what I mean? So you don't need it. But my car, because mine's quick and it's bigger than a Model 3 and all that kind of stuff, I want the quicker charge because my car on the motorway will do about 240, 250, 240. So,
Yeah,
Well, 240 miles at cruising speed.
Star.
Oh, hello, Bentley.
70, 70,
He
80,
looks happy to
something
see
like
us.
that. 70, 80 with the heating on and all that kind of stuff. It's about 240. So I want the quicker charging speed because obviously my range isn't as high. But if you have a higher range, like the Kia EV4 or the Swear Jar, then you don't need the quicker charging because you get more for your miles. So I kind of agree with Tesla on that. Kind
So
of.
help me out. Are there disadvantages to having 800-volt architecture? Is it more expensive? Is the system more complicated?
No, I think the early models we were. But I think.
He's trying to eat my cake.
Eat your cake and cheese. What's not northern?
No cheese.
Cheese. Is it more complicated? Well, that's a question for James Gee.
I don't think it's more complicated. There's less, isn't there? But it costs more to implement it. Tesla do 800-volt, don't they? By splitting the pack on the Cybertruck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not something they're unaware of. But I think I said this before. It's for me, really quick charging isn't really something I need on a long trip.
No, you don't
like Chris said, it's really dependent on what your car is capable of. If I'm in Paul's Leaf, then it would piss me off having to wait forever to charge. But for us to charge in 15, 20 minutes is too quick, isn't it? Really.
Not for me. Yeah. I do get it.
You haven't got time to do anything. But yeah, you just got to match your car to your needs, haven't you? But
It's
range anxiety is like 10 years old now, isn't it? I mean, it's like a car. I would have a range anxiety in a Zoe, or not a Zoe, they do 250 now, don't they? But in like a Leaf, the Mark 1 Leaf, I'd have range anxiety doing that. Well, you got a Zoe. But it's
Why
for
have you
me.
got a Zoe? Where's the Ami?
oh yeah. It's still in the box, the Ami, isn't it?
We'll come back to that, shall we? Carry on, Chris. Sorry.
They didn't say which summer it's coming. Yeah, range anxiety. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, nothing wrong with a Zoe, but a Leaf certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, people going on about range anxiety, they just repeat. It's like people on Twitter and X. They're just repeating the same thing over and over again from 10 years ago. If you get a modern EV, range anxiety is not really a thing unless you go French. I mean, it's like the new Renault 5. It does 200 somewhat miles if you're not on a motorway. But if you go on a motorway, it's about 120 miles. That would do me head in.
I think
this
Zoe is 200 miles. It would do about 170 miles.
Yeah, 170 is all right.
It's fine, isn't it?
But where I live, it's pretty much all motorway or A road, so it's like so for me personally, I'm not saying for people that do the school run and things, the Leaf is perfectly fine. But for me and the distance, what I do, like when I'm just nipping to Edinburgh, as a Leaf would not be possible for me personally. It's not saying anything's wrong with them.
You can do it, but it's just painful, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the problem. You don't want any pain, so you've got to match the car to your needs. I mean, we could take my wife's Fiat 500e anywhere really. It's got CCS, will do it, but it would be much more painful compared with jumping in the EV6.
Do you remember I mentioned to you the other day about this dark purple GV60 that I saw on the way to work the other day?
I thought you said it was red or purple.
It was red,
Scarlet,
purple, red, purple, even a touch of pink. It was such a nice colour.
It was a fucking rainbow.
I couldn't get any pictures because there was a police car right next to me, so I couldn't take any pictures of this.
Was there a big bear driving it? Fucking bungle like that.
Well, I tell you what, the car was it was dirty. It was really dirty, and I don't know if that sort of added a texture in the morning light of the A40 in West London. Well, you see, I looked on the configurator and I couldn't find the colour that they do. Are Genesis one of those companies who will paint your car in any colour like Audi and Jaguar do?
So when I got mine, they've changed all the options list from when I got mine to these updated ones, what's on the road now. So I got...
So I might have seen a discontinued colour.
You might have seen a discontinued colour, or it might have just been so dirty that it might have looked all these different colours. You might have driven through a paint factory. You don't know, do you? But yeah, it's all the options were different. when I joined, it was still quite basic. It was like top, middle, and bottom with a couple of extra things, you know.
Right.
But now we're going a bit more down the BMW where do you want a steering wheel? Well, that's £1,000, please.
Yeah.
Do you want a seat? Which seat do you want? Do you want a passenger seat, rear one, or a driver's seat? Well, that's £500, please. You know, we're going down that route.
Sir wants a windscreen. Oh, I better get your credit card up.
Do you want 2 wipers or 1? Well, don't know. Some Citroens have a single wiper. Is it the BX or the CX? That looked amazing.
Yeah.
But you can't go quick. They look good because it's like nice and slick. But we can't go quick, can we? Or else it'll just fucking take off like a propeller.
Canada cuts tariff for Chinese EVs. Until last week, Canada had a tariff for Chinese EVs of 106%, so effectively doubling the import price of these cars, and they've taken 100% off of that. So essentially, there's a tariff of 6.1 for Chinese EVs, and as we probably will discuss forevermore, I'm recently familiar with some Chinese EVs.
You've been there.
Yeah, imports to be capped at 49,000 vehicles per year. That's about 3% of their market. The president south of the border he's sort of psychotic about this. He's saying, "Oh yeah, Mark Carney's done the right thing. You know, trade is the way forward," and then he's saying, you're selling out your auto industry. Obviously, Trump can't make his mind up. That's a good one. This list of cars, the BYD, Xpeng, Jayco, Omoda, and Leapmotor, and I would probably add Great Wall Motor to that, and SIAC. I've had first-hand experience of all these cars, and they're all terrible. They're all absolute dog shit. The Xpeng's not too bad, but the others, oh god, they're awful.
Great Wall's a big group, isn't it? It owns.
Oh, it's enormous. Yeah, there are a lot of shit cars in China, and I've listed some of them. However, there's the Xi. Oh bollocks! I'm going to screw up the pronunciation.
Go on, give it a go, you racist. Go on.
Zion or something. I was in a Zion taxi in Dongguan or something, and I asked the driver, how does he pronounce the name of this car? And of course, the name of the car is written in Western characters, not in Chinese characters. So he said he didn't know how to pronounce it. They were pretty terrible as well. The Xiaomi.
Xiaomi.
Really good. Yeah, is that how you say it, Xiaomi? The Cherry were some of the Cherries were good. The Chinese built, they were pretty shit as well, to be honest. Do you remember in the 80s when you'd get in a normal car like an Escort or an Escort or an Astra?
I was born in 1983. No, I remember from the 80s of going around the playground and drinking milk. That's all I remember of the 80s.
And so the rest of us then, Chris, would get in their Astras and their Escorts, and you think, oh, this isn't too bad a car. And then you'd get in a Skoda and you think, this is dog shit. Because they were at the time.
The original Czechoslovakian Skoda.
Yeah. The original Czechoslovakian stuff. That was what it was like going from a Cherry or a Xiaomi into a Tesla in Guangdong. Yeah, I know, I apologise. They're awful. And I'd read that these Chinese built
it's about 100 quid by the end of it, isn't it?
These Chinese built Elon Musk cars were supposed to be as good, if not better, than the German and the American built ones. That was not my experience. It really was not.
I think, am I right in saying that you've got in quite a few high mileage taxis?
No, do you know what? Very few of them were high mileage. I managed to peek. I don't understand the screen on a Model Y, but I did see one of them, and it was 19,500 K. That's not much.
Not too bad, yeah.
No, but it was pretty much ruined, if I'm honest.
I think for me, it's the Chinese stuff. Like all cars, there's good, there's very good, and there's average, and there's terrible, isn't there?
That's what I found.
Yeah. But every TED that I've been's been all right, to be fair. Apart from the early S and X cars, I've been in 3s and Ys, and the build quality is pretty good. But they're made in Berlin, aren't they? I can't think that I've been in a Chinese made one. Maybe I have. But things move on, and this is what America isn't understanding. China really are, not out their heels, but they're above their head in a lot of ways. They're really coming for their lunch, their dinner, and their supper. They've got no idea what's coming out of China. You talk about the Xiaomi YU7 and all the Neo stuff, for example. The Avatar and Hawaii.
The Neo, the Xiaomi, and the Zeekas, they really stood out. And I saw them in showrooms and as a taxi passenger, and as just seeing them out and about. They were really extraordinarily good. You could. Yeah, I would. I spent some time in a Neo for a film that will show later another time to do the ES6 with the battery swaps, and Chris gave me the idea for doing this. They gave me a little gift. I'm going to show you this. They gave me a Chinese herbal tea cup. Isn't that cool? Isn't that quick?
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. I didn't drive the ES6, but I was in the passenger in the back of it for a good half an hour, and I had a good look around it. It's a properly good car, the ES6.
Yeah, and that's really, just their mid-range thing. You get that ET9 and stuff. It's just groundbreaking and amazing things.
Well, as an aside, while I was filming this stuff about the battery swap, my passport fell out of my pocket and ended up in the car. And we didn't discover till the following day that my passport was missing. And after some tense conversations with the local police, the guys from Neo phoned us up and said, "Look, we got your passport. Come and get it." So we jumped in a cab. We went off to the Neo headquarters in Guangdong. And all of the cars were there. The ET9, so good car, so resolved.
It's ever so expensive, though, isn't it? It's like the flagship thing, yeah.
I mean, it's premium, but it's also, it's still good value. And again, very briefly, trailering a film that I haven't made yet, I haven't edited yet, was the Nissan N7. Again, an extraordinarily good car. Really, it's absolutely top notch. So, not selling that well at the moment.
Tell us what this is. This is the Nissan and Deepal tie-up, isn't it? Of their sort of mid to budget range hatch.
Dongfeng in Guangzhou have a number of joint ventures, Honda being one of them. And they made this N7 car, which I was lucky enough to drive. This N7 was so good, and I was driving it. I drove it for about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, there was a camera problem, and so not all of the footage is there. It was a really hot day.
Did you hear that, Chris? Unusually, there was a camera and recording problem.
It was a really hot day.
Uncharacteristic, right?
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
It was a really hot day, and the camera that was mounted in the windscreen that I was driving, and this is a good car, that camera overheated and stopped working, and I didn't notice. So yeah, but nevertheless, It's a really, really good car. What's interesting is that this thing is just under 5 meters long, so it's a luxury car. Yeah,
like a saloon.
It's a saloon car. Yeah, it is. It is.
We need to bring more of them back. Saloons and estates.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, saloons. I never understand saloons.
I've been badgering Nissan to build the N7 in the UK and sell it here. Call it a Bluebird. Call it whatever.
The Sunny.
The Sunny. I think it's bigger than the Sunny. It's a lot bigger than the Sunny. But if you take the purchase price in Chinese yuan, which is the local currency, and you convert it direct to pounds, you're getting a 270 horsepower 5-door saloon that drives itself, has full self-drive for £15,000. It's extraordinary value. Now, of course, it won't be that if we bring it to this country.
Taxes and imports,
It was a really, really good car. It's easily the best car I've ever driven, actually, the N7, easily.
So you said about the self-driving. I mean, it's if they've got limited self-driving, haven't they, abilities? That some are better than others. That Avatar Huawei stack system is very good, isn't it? And getting there. The Neo ones, what do they call it? God's Eye. That's pretty good, but it's not. It's not quite. There's a channel that I watch, and he follows us, Mark from Inside China Autos.
Yes.
Hi to Mark if he bothers to watch us.
He gave me a couple of valuable bits of advice before I went. Actually,
his videos are great. But he drove that Neo. That was the ES8, I think, with their self-driving, and it nearly lurched him into the central reservation. So they've all got some work to do there.
The N7 would only engage self-driving on a relatively simple street environment.
Yeah, with decent lane markings and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I couldn't get it to engage. It would engage its adaptive cruise control, but I couldn't get it to engage its full self-drive. But yeah, I mean, if I haven't already said it, it was an extremely good car. That N7.
Well, we'll look forward to that review if you find the footage.
Oh, I've got all of the footage apart from the bit from inside the car where I'm driving.
Looking at you, that's all right. Then we can do without that.
Yeah.
So this brings us on nicely to a topic I thought we'd better talk about, seeing as it's supposed to be a topical EV news round, wasn't it, today?
Yeah.
Tesla removing, this is in America only so far, removing the standard autopilot from their base model cars, well, from all their cars. Did you hear about this, Chris? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I heard it. Yeah.
So they're still giving you traffic awareness cruise control. So what we would call adaptive cruise, where it will stay the same distance between you and the car in front, but it no longer steers for you in the lane. There's no lane keeping, no lane steering. You have to buy their full self-driving, which you can't buy for much longer. You have to subscribe to the 1 month at a time plan, the $99.
Should tell you what I love the most is all these Tesla people will go, oh, my car updates itself. It gets better and better every single day. Not now, does it, dickhead? They're taking features off you. Next time, you'll open your house and there'll be a mechanic taking out your airbag and then saying, give us a $5 if you want it back.
I said a year ago, didn't I? They're going to take the fucking steering wheel out of these cars next, and everyone laughed at me. He did, because he thinks the best part is no part, isn't
better. No, it's not.
But it is getting better. FSD is absolutely brilliant, but you've got to pay for it. It's going to be $100 a month now. And Elon said that it's going to go up. So at what point would you say, no, I don't want it? And then you're back to driving the bloody car yourself in the lanes on a long journey.
Who wants to buy a car?
Are you suggesting that I should sit in the driver's seat and work the pedals and the steering wheel myself?
You do that all day, don't you?
That's outrageous. What a stupid thing to say.
You do that all day in your job. If I jump in my car and I'm driving a long distance, I hardly ever touch the steering wheel, or I never touch the brake pedal or the accelerator. It just does it all for me.
Why do we think that Elon's doing this?
Because money.
I know the answer to this. I think is because his pay package is tied around FSD subscriptions. He's got to get a certain number of FSD subscriptions to qualify for his $1 trillion payout. But I've got the ghost of Graham in my head here, who would be kicking me. I think it's only fair to say that they're probably going to reverse this, or there's going to be something like FSD Lite that will come out. That will be you still have to pay for it, but it will be a cheaper. But it's like when BMW started charging for heated seats, in my opinion. You want some basic things that you bought with the car to stay with the car. You don't want to have to pay a monthly fee for it. So I'd be pissed off.
Outrageous.
Are you drawing comparisons between BMW's heated seats and Tesla's full self-drive? Because I can't get the reasons out of my head, but I don't think they're comparable. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're comparable.
I'm talking about paying a monthly fee for something that your car came with originally.
So am I. Yeah.
You could buy a Model 3 and a Model Y with autopilot that you would steer for you on what they call the highway. Now you can't. You have to subscribe to FSD if you want that functionality, and they're pissed off also because FSD struggles to maintain a higher speed with with autopilot, they could set their speed limit for 80 miles an hour, and then it would stay at 80 miles an hour, and they could control when it was going to overtake, by indicating it will change lanes. FSD tends to piss around, even on Mad Max mode. It will go for like 70 miles an hour, 74, then it will do 85, and it will change lanes weirdly. It's all in development. I'm sure it would improve, but many of the Tesla people that I spoke to online, they liked all the autopilot because they could set the speed limit and change lanes themselves. So yeah, interesting times. But yeah, it's all about the subscription model, isn't it?
Is it also not about getting your car talked about in the media?
Yeah, they don't advertise, do they? But it's always
Exactly.
But they've really pissed a lot of their customers off here with this. I mean, Kyle Connor, do you watch him?
I do, yeah.
It's Kyle Connor. He said it right. Look, there's a lot of people that they know how much they're spending a month and they can't really spend anymore. They need to know going forward when they lease these cars or buy them how much they're going to be paying going forward to use their car as they expect to be able to use it. So yeah, they're going to subscribe to FSD. No, they probably can't afford it. So now they're stuck with a car that they've got to steer themselves, which isn't as safe as, I know you guys don't like lane keeping assist, but it's pretty popular for people that can't drive.
I like good lane keep assist. I don't like the shit that comes with our MG5.
I couldn't work out how to put it on that MG I had. I just got annoyed. I couldn't work out why it wasn't working.
Well, on the pre-facelift MG5, there's a blue button on the left-hand stalk.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, no, because I mean it's another. I'm going to go off on another.
Don't read the manual, though, do we?
The blue button for the cruise control. Just think of it as Viagra. You can't do it yourself
in an MG or a Nissan.
Yeah, you can't do it yourself, so you've got to take a little blue button or a little blue pill. You impotent bastard! Just drive the car yourself.
No one's ever said Viagra and Nissan Micro in there.
That reminds me. While we were going across Shenzhen, in the middle part of our trip, we ordered a taxi, and it was a Rowe IS5, and I thought a Rowe. I thought, why am I familiar with that name? And I did a quick Google.
The Rover, wasn't it? The Rover coffee.
Well, it's the MG5.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
But they had it on Top Gear, didn't they? The Rowe. James May had one. Do you remember when they had 10 cars? Yeah.
Yeah. So this Rowe IS5 turned up, and it was identical to Marie's MG5. The steering was on the wrong side. It was interesting to see the Chinese version of Marie's car.
Did they build it better than MG?
No. That was shit as well.
You love that car.
No, I don't.
Does she know how much you hate it?
Oh, I think she might just blank it out when I.
Every time you get in, you just go, "It's not a Nissan."
Yeah, not a Nissan. My Nissan. Oh, my Nissan.
The only.
Wife's never listen to us anyway, or care what we have to say.
No, of course not.
So.
There's only three people that listen to this: Andrew, Graham, and
Spike.
Someone else.
Spike. Yeah.
But he's stopped watching now because people keep eating.
Keep eating.
Well, maybe Gary Cambridge. But I said to Marie.
Yeah, he's promoted us now. Good guy.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Love you lots. The one thing that I liked about our MG5, one of the few things that I liked about it, the standout thing about our MG5 is the automatic headlight main beam. It's really good. Absolutely top notch. And I said to Marie, look, I hate this car, apart from the automatic main beam. She said, I don't like it. She said, I found that when I was driving along, just as I would reach for the stalk, sometimes I have to go to Cheltenham, where my daughter is at university. And a lot of the road between here and Cheltenham is unlit, A road, single lane. And so there's a lot of main beam action going on. And I was finding that when I was driving,
what happens in these owners' clubs?
No, yeah. Main beam action. Come on.
And I was finding that driving in the dark, just as I was about to go for the main beam on the stalk, the car would put it on for me. So I thought that's really good. That's really good.
Haven't you seen that before? That's on a lot of cars. On my car, same
No,
as Chris's,
no,
we've
never
got-
seen
we've got-
it
We've
before.
got matrix headlights, so not only does it do that, but it will just change the shape of the headlight so it doesn't.
So it
blind
doesn't
anybody.
oncoming
you can
traffic.
see it
That's
blobbing,
so cool.
sort of blobbing about. Yeah, so you just leave it on all the time. When you first get it, you got the blue main beam light on. You think, shit, I'm going to be pissing everybody off, but you don't because it's adapting. Very clever.
I've seen it. I've never experienced it, but yeah, the way that the lights sort of go off in the opposite lane as a car comes towards you is so
Yeah.
cool. Such a brilliant use of technology.
Amazing
I love
tech.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Has the cat got you?
Yeah, he keeps putting his claws in and they're not taking them out, little bastard.
Octopus have revealed, because Octopus do car lease now, and they revealed their most popular 5 lease cars from last year. The Omoda E5. Now, yeah, I know. I don't recall seeing more than a handful of these cars on the road yet. Octopus say it's their
the
most
Land Rover
popular
people are
lease
buying
car.
them, aren't they? And the
There's loads
JQs or
round
the
here.
Land Rover, they can't buy a Land Rover.
I'd say 1 in every 5 cars around here is a bloody Omoda.
Is the E5, Chris?
I'm not sure if it's the E5, but it's definitely an Omoda. I just see it all the time.
Yeah,
I used to think it was the same
leases, aren't
person.
they? Yeah.
Second was the Cupra Born. Third was the Model E. What's that? I don't know, some old junk. The fourth was the Puma Gen E. The fifth was the Skoda L-Rock.
And Motability would answer that. Why that one's popular, wouldn't it? They're made on the Motability.
Yeah.
It's quite a decent sized car, isn't it?
I mean, there's 5 relatively capable cars there, and so yeah, you would expect that's what Octopus are saying as most popular of their among their lease customers.
Hannah hasn't followed me back on X, so it makes me really sad.
Oh, is she? Oh, I'll have.
She said these Yorkshire people never follow you back.
Yeah, but you've got 8
I don't mind.
X accounts, and while we're on the subject, Chris has none.
Yes.
Well, I've got
Where's
Ctrl Alt
Petchelli?
Refuel one, haven't I?
Yeah. He's got the work one.
He's got the work account.
Yeah,
So you just had
yeah.
enough. You couldn't stop sort of getting involved in stuff that pissed you off. What was it?
Is it a permanent break or is it a temporary?
Yeah.
do you think?
I'm not going back on it. Drop my truth.
Of course.
Well, okay. So on this Edinburgh trip, what we did last week, I posted a few things about the cars and all that kind of stuff. And it was good. It was good pictures of the kids with little masks at the charger.
Yeah,
and
that's
all that
funny.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And then I got a really smart photo of the Genesis outside the Village Hotel because I'm a huge fan of Village Hotel. Posted that.
I
The
honestly
next
want it.
morning, we all obviously because kids are only 2 and 3, or well, no, sorry, 3 and 4 now. We was all sleeping in the same room because the 2 youngest have their own room. I woke up first in the morning, and I was bored because I was Carrie's catching flies, and the kids are on the other side of the other room snoring, So I thought, right, I'll go on X, and I'm not right wing. I'm not racist. I don't hate gay people. I don't hate trans people. But I went on that morning, and it was post after post after post of left versus right and all this anti-hate stuff. And I just lied there, and I thought, I'm better than this. And I just instantly went in and just deleted the account. And yeah, it's just I'm still on the Ctrl Alt Refuel thing, but I'm treating it like I do on my LinkedIn account. Just quite customer service. Try and do some engaging posts.
Be nice to people. Yeah.
I'm not like myself.
Don't call them morons like I do all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not being myself on it. I'm just very much in customer service mode on it because, and also on X Twitter, people read one thing. You can read something 1,000 ways. And people read something what you put and then judge your entire personality on it. And you open it and you get 20. As soon as I see 20 plus notifications, I'm like, I can't be bothered even reading any of them. So it's and it's just I sat in that hotel room and it put me in a bit of a bad mood reading all this hate.
The problem is with the algorithm, isn't it? As soon as you interact with something, it will show you more of it, or it will show you something it thinks that you're going to like. That's affiliated to it. But I must admit, my X feed's pretty good, but I get a little bit of that. But I work quite hard to say not interested, or banning certain words and stuff.
Yeah,
making sure I don't interact with stuff that pisses me off. Apart from stuff about cars and EVs, but yeah, I see something. I've got an opinion and it annoys me, but I just stop myself from clicking on it, talking about it, having an opinion on there. I'll detach myself from it. I'm a little bit more myself, shall we say, on one of the other 2 accounts I've got, but only to sort of get the boot in for idiots talking nonsense.
Well, yeah, well, exactly. But it's yeah. So for me, it's just too much hate, and basically my life is, can someone make me laugh? Can I make someone laugh? And that's it. Take care of my kids, raise them. I'm interested in cars. I'm interested in technology. I'm interested in travel.
My personal Twitter account, which I rarely use, got suspended back in October for reasons that weren't entirely clear, and there was no. They didn't really engage with me. They didn't say why or how long. It was then unsuspended on Christmas Day of all days. And the Twitter account that I use most is for the Nissan EV Owners Club, and because I'm running it on behalf of a group of 7,800 members, it's sort of liberating because all of this political shit and this hate stuff that gets you down. Because I'm running this account on the behalf of other people, it sort of just doesn't stick. It just washes over me.
Yeah, because you can't get yourself involved in it because it's not in the wheelhouse. That's really very much what I do with my EV New account. I'm just there to look at cars, EVs and renewables.
Well, that's what I'm hoping with the Ctrl Alt Refuel account when I'm trying to be neutral on it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Thank you. I didn't fully understand why I wasn't getting aggravated by these posts, and you've just explained it. Really
and then you
well.
don't see it because you're not interacting with them, so you don't see so much of it. Yeah.
And then I do have another account that I do tend to engage with these people, and I give them abuse and so on, with a third account, which I'm not going to name.
Yeah, one's the same. It's great because you can just tap in on that, and then you can run away and not get involved in a long squabble. You can just say your piece and then just piss off back out of it. Yeah.
That's how I'm using Twitter, and I didn't realise how liberating running an account on behalf of other people was. Because you just when you've got Nissan EV Owners Group as your handle, you can't get involved in all this nonsense. Therefore, this nonsense doesn't matter. Does that make any sense?
And you don't see so much nonsense because you haven't interacted with it. Yeah, exactly.
Because the algorithm stopped serving it to me. So
you'll get some of it from time to time. They keep trying to show me football and American football and American sports. No matter how many times I say I'm not sodding interested in this. I keep getting it. It's like, shut
up. Gareth and Chris, thank you for doing the first news episode of 2026. It's been absolutely fabulous. We've been out of the wheelhouse for about a month, and I've really enjoyed getting back behind the tiller. I'm mixing my metaphors now. Everybody else, if you'd like to like and subscribe, all of these are on YouTube, and the audio versions are where you get your podcasts. Thank you again for watching and listening. Goodbye, everyone.